according to the Ukrainians themselves, the drone has a range of 1,000 kilometers. But Kazan is even farther away. It should be outside the range of their long-range drones. There are two possibilities. So one is that it was launched within the Russian Federation. The SBU smuggled a team into Russian territories and they assembled it there and then launched it. The other possibility was that it was launched from Kazakhstan, because Kazakhstan is, it's a pretty good distance from Kazan, but it's less than 1,000 kilometers.
Do you think it was their intention to hit a residential high-rise building?
Yeah, there's no question about it. Because I think there were like 5 or 6 drones that actually struck Kazan, and all but one of them hit residential towers. So they were clearly homing in on these.
Right, so this is just a terrorist attack. How can you describe it as anything else, right? Is there some type of objective? Is it to get a response from...
Yeah. I think that's what, when people reason it through, well, you can say one of two things. It's in order to provoke, let's say, overreaction of some kind that could engender sympathy for Ukrainians, or ideally, this is obviously their intention, their hope. It could bring in direct participation by the Western powers. So that's one thing. And then the other is that it's supposed to, which is something that the Ukrainian officials themselves have said on previous occasions, it's supposed to bring the war home to the Russians, make them suffer, and then thereby, maybe reduce Russian morale and support for the war. And maybe the citizens of Russia will then start to pressure the government to stop the war. And you hear that again from time to time. That's the logic, but I think it's just kind of a thin overlay of logic. I think, like much terrorism, it is born of desperation and frustration. It's just sort of a lashing out. It really doesn't accomplish anything. I think maybe that a lot of them know that, but at least say we can kill some Russians and cause them to suffer a bit as we go down.